Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on a scrambler for few things कुछ upgrade होने वाला है and brakes also going to get overhauled, and I'll explain you what all brake pads can you use on the front as well as the rear. So right now he's opening the front sprocket section where we'll be putting the 15 teeth Dominar front sprocket. Let me show you that. Now that is a old sprocket from a Dominar which has a very minor defect, but the whole chain sprocket had changed. So Sushant had kept this aside for me. In fact, it is been lying around even before I got the bike. Why? Because when I was about to purchase the bike, I was checking online reviews, and in one of the videos I had seen, I guess that guy was from UK or somewhere, I don't remember where, but he had moved on to a 15 sprocket. He's a DIY guy, and he had changed the sprocket at home on his own. I can't do that. I don't have that skills as of now, and I don't want to play around with the bike. So I've come here at SK to get it professionally done. So what this does is it reduces your overall engine RPM usage in each particular gear. That guy has explained everything in detail. I'll try to find his video and put it in the video description again. So with after the engine RPM reduces in each gear, this would reduce the load on the engine. It would bring down the engine wear and tear. It would bring down the engine heat. Your bike would be cool. I mean, it will remain cool for a longer time if you go on tours and all, because overall the engine is being used less. The pistons are running up and down less, to speak in layman language. So, and of course, this will probably add to a better fuel efficiency too. That is the reason I didn't want to do it at home, because you need power tools like these. Only then this pocket comes out easily, because it is torqued very, I mean, very properly by the service, and you can't open it with a normal tool at home. You can of course purchase the Speed 400 sprocket also and install that. This reads 15 teeth if you want to have a kind of what's the number of teeth. So stock is 14 and this is 15. Dominar comes by default 15. Speed is also 15. You can purchase it from any Prime service center, or because I mean the Dominar one is not sold loose is what I understand. So you'll have to get it from Triumph itself. They would also install it for you if you want. So this is the stock 14 teeth, and this is now the Dominar 15 teeth. Dominar is usually mounted with the bolts, but the axle over here matches, so we're going to fit it directly. And that is a straight fit. You just have to put the locks and bolt back. We torqued it back with the air gun, and now we'll adjust the chain and lock the nuts and bolts, put the nut and bolts, put the cover back, and then we'll start working on the brakes. I also plan to put the Iridium too. By the way, top end speed also increases, but I'm not interested in that. I usually ride at around 70, 80, 100, 110 to overtake and all. Now we are moving on to the front brakes, so I'll just get them overhauled before this long ride and get it checked also. I think at around 3,800 kilometers, I got the front brake pads changed. I changed it at home only. I'm using this Dominar one, and the cost is 4,000. Sorry, cost is 420 rupees. Part number is 36JU9 36JU0114, I think. But I'll get the part number again from Sushant and give it to you. These are the second set of my stock brake pads. So first one was changed at 600 kilometers at first service. Then they put in this set that time at 600 kilometers, and they lasted I think around 3,200 kilometers or something. They still have some life left, but I had to go to this long ride to Silvassa. You must have checked my Flying Squad India big meet videos. So I had to go for up to Silvassa and we had to be back, which is approximately 300 kilometers one way. So 600 kilometers I had to ride, and I didn't want to take a chance with these brake pads. And these lasted long because I did a Gujarat trip of 2,200 kilometers, uh, in which, if you're going on a long ride, you would ideally use your brakes less because you travel more kilometers non-stop. Plus, there were no rains. So if you don't have rains and city rides, your stock brake pads would last more. For some people, it is lasted 3,000, some 5,000, and if it is rains and heavy city usage, they've lasted 500 kilometers, 600 kilometers, 1,000 max. Overall, this Bajaj quality, both are manufactured by Bajaj, but the ones used on Dominar seems to be of better quality because I hardly see any wear and tear. If you look at it, they're after 600-700 kilometers of usage, they've hardly shown any wear and tear. Plus, they're not chipping off from any of the corners, any of the edges. If you see, these one are wearing and chipping off from the edges because the quality is overall very low. These edges are still really fine. If you look at this edge, it's very uneven because it starts breaking while you use. So if you want to go for speed 400, 2800, you can surely go for that brake pads also on the Scrambler. But just in case if they're not available, if you're traveling somewhere and you want the centered, you can go in for the KTM front brake pads, which is YJG45009. And these are centered brake pads, which you can see in a ADV 390 or any KTM. It's the same build. The brake system is the same build as our Triumphs. So it's the same caliper, and this match perfectly. I had bought these as pair, but I might not use them, or I might use them on Dominar. Uh, Maybe, I'm not sure. So if someone is in Pune and wants these brake pads, you can DM me. I've got one more to show. So these are sintered, and if you want ceramic, these are from Versa, and they cost somewhere around 1500, and they're common. This design that we have on our Scramblers and Speed 400 are common with following bike models. So you can pick up any of these in emergency from any of the local garages, local stores when you're traveling if you don't get one. So this can be useful. It costs 1500. For the rare, you also get ceramic brake pads, and these are the sizes that match. I mean the brands and the bikes that match, and the cost is again 999. This is a very old piece that I have. I had bought it for Dominar, but the current pricing should be somewhere around 1500. This is the rear brake pad after 4,800 kilometers. This hasn't worn out much. uh, I think it will last overall 10,000 kilometers. So when my Odo is around 10,000, I might have to change these. So today morning when I came out of the house, I was riding towards SK, and the rear was like making some metal noise. I thought it's gone. So when I came here and checked, the pads were there, but they were brushing the the disc in an uneven manner. So we're cleaning this. We're doing an overall. We'll do all the lubing and all that is required anywhere over there, and then I'll ride and see if the issue comes back. Now in Dominar, you also get brake pads worth 241 rupees. They are the same one as the 420 in terms of material and all, but they don't have the metal back plate. If you see this plate at the backside of the pads, it is not there. You still can install this, not an issue. uh, this one I think just helps in heat dissipation, cooling down the pads faster and all, and putting an equal pressure on both the sides of the pad. Plus, what I understand from one of the past posts where I read somewhere online, this kind of adds as a cushion. It doesn't have a sharp braking effect because of this plate. Now, I might be wrong, but if someone else knows about it, please comment below. What I spoke is what I found online and I shared with you. Final work for the day, we're removing the tank and we'll be installing the Iridium plug. I had tried removing the tank once for installing the fog lamps, but I gave it up because it was a bit difficult. And these guys done it with ease. So where is the plug? Oh god. The plug is exactly center of this bolt. Exactly in the center. There's a chassis part over here and exactly in the center. So we didn't have direct access to the plug because Sushant doesn't have any common spanner. He'll get it soon. But we did jugaad of multiple spanners and this one is out. It is Bosch plug right now, and here is the new NGK LKAR8BA1. So this is exactly the same plug. We use this in Dominar, and same one will now go in my Scrambler. So we removed the rubber from here and we put it on the new plug so that it can be inserted correctly. Sushant is using multiple tools to connect through and lock the plug. We opened it that way itself. So this was the jugaad to remove the plug. We had this socket. Inside that we put another socket. Inside that this extension, and then this ratchet helped to remove the plug. This is the plug. And if someone needs the part number and cost. Me and Sushant are going for lunch now. Tab tak boys are back and he's assembling the bike. So ये plug spanner, plug cover and all he's putting inside, and he'll install all these also. नहीं अभी जा रहे हैं. So I haven't ridden much after the installation, the spark plug, brakes overall and the front sprocket. I just rode from SK and came till home. After that it is parked. But I'm leaving tomorrow for Motorverse Rider Mania. So next week probably you will see vlogs for the ride to and from Goa, and that time I'll explain more about the changes that I've done and the feedback, true feedback on it. With that said, I'll end the vlog here. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe.